Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff makes feelings clear on snubbing high-profile US Open mixed doubles involving Jessica Pegula, Tommy Paul, others. Coco Gauff's competitive spirit is showing even when she's not playing. The 2023 US Open champion revealed why she chose to skip the revamped mixed doubles event at this year's tournament, and her reasoning goes deeper than just scheduling conflicts. What did Coco Gauff say about skipping the revamped 2025 US Open mixed doubles? When asked about her decision during a recent press conference, Gauff was refreshingly honest about her priorities. The world number 2 explained that her schedule during US Open Fan Week was already packed with sponsor commitments that had been planned far in advance. However, it wasn't just about time management. Gauff's competitive nature played a major role in her decision. Yeah, for me, it was just because I know the free week of the US Open is already packed for me, for sponsor things, and it was just like a whole other thing. And I'm very competitive. If I were to lose, I would not be happy. So, I didn't want to waste mental energy on that, Gauff said. The timing also presented logistical challenges. With the mixed doubles event scheduled for August 19th and 20th, 2025, followed immediately by potential singles matches, Gauff knew the schedule wouldn't work for her preparation style. Then on top of the sponsor stuff, the pre-week, and then knowing that this finished on Monday and potentially having to play on Tuesday. Well, you would have to play on a Tuesday. So I just knew it wasn't going to work out for me, scheduling-wise, she continued. Despite sitting out this year, Gauff didn't close the door on future participation. The format has caught her attention, but her business commitments are mapped out well in advance. I think it's cool, and I think it's going to be an exciting 2 days, and not knocking it off for the future. It's just that I plan my sponsor weeks literally like a year out, sometimes a year and a half out. And when this whole thing was coming up, I was already booked and busy, Gauff added. While fellow Americans Jessica Pegula, Taylor Fritz, Emma Navarro, and Tommy Paul will compete in the mixed doubles event at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, Gauff is focusing her energy on singles preparation. Currently, Gauff is putting that focused energy to work at the 2025 Cincinnati Open. As the second seed, she received a first-round bye and started her campaign strong with a 6-3, 6-2 victory over Wang Xinyu in the second round. This marks her second win against Wang in their 3 meetings on the WTA Tour. Who will Gauff face next at the 2025 Cincinnati Open? Gauff's path through Cincinnati continues with a challenging third-round matchup against 32nd seed Diana Yastremska. The Ukrainian earned her spot by defeating qualifier Victoria Tomova 6-4, 2-6, 6-2 in her opening match after receiving a first-round bye. This matchup carries extra weight given their recent history. Gauff leads their head-to-head record 3-1 across 4 WTA Tour meetings, but Yastremska won their most recent encounter at the 2025 Wimbledon Championships with a convincing 7-6-3, 6-1 victory in the first round. Yastremska arrives in Cincinnati in solid form. She reached the 4th round at the 2025 Canadian Open, where she defeated Camila Osorio and Emma Navarro before falling to Elena Rybakina, showing she can compete with top-level players. The stakes are clear for both players. The winner of this WTA 1000 hard court showdown will advance to face either 23rd seed Yelena Ostapenko or Lucia Bronzetti in the 4th round, keeping their Cincinnati title hopes alive while building momentum toward the US Open. For Gauff, this match represents another step in her preparation for defending her New York crown, where she'll channel all that competitive energy she's saving by skipping mixed doubles into her singles campaign. A calculated pause, Gauff's bold choice. Coco Gauff has never shied away from speaking her truth, and her reasons for passing on the 2025 US Open mixed doubles speak volumes. At a press conference, she revealed that her pre-tournament schedule was already brimming with sponsor obligations planned a year, or even a year and a half, in advance. I plan my sponsor weeks literally like a year out, sometimes a year and a half out. I was already booked and busy. PFSN, the Tennis Gazette, add to that her unwavering competitor's instinct. I'm very competitive. If I were to lose, I would not be happy. So, I didn't want to waste mental energy on that. PFSN. And then there's the logistical crunch. The mixed doubles event wraps up on Monday, with singles matches potentially lying just a day later, an overlap that doesn't sit well with her preparation style. PFSN. Bottom line, Gauff chose focus over the novelty of a new event, protecting her mental space, preserving energy, and sharpening her singles focus. 2. A strategic shift. From doubles dreams to singles realism. Gauff used to harbor lofty ambitions in doubles, once even envisioning a career Grand Slam there. But that viewpoint has shifted. After her 2024 French Open women's doubles success with Katerina Siniakova, she acknowledged, doubles will play a reduced role in her career going forwards. Daily Express US. She's realistic about the grind it takes to maintain elite performance in both formats week in and week out, especially as she climbs the singles rankings. Moreover, Jessica Pegula, Gauff's longtime doubles partner, has mirrored this sentiment. She openly stated that playing fewer doubles matches was a conscious choice, as both of them focused more on their singles careers. We did great. At the same time, we were doing well in singles, so obviously, we didn't want to play doubles as much anymore. The schedule becomes very, very tough. Hola, USA. They've parted ways on the court, but the decision stems from mutual respect for their singles careers, not personal conflict. 3. Context matters. The mixed doubles overhaul. The U.S. Open's mixed doubles event itself underwent a dramatic transformation in 2025. Moved to Fan Week, just before the main singles draws. Cut down from 32 to 16 teams. Introduced short sets, first to 4 games, with no ad scoring. Offered a massive prize, $1 million for the winning team. The Times. Wikipedia. The aim. To lure more star singles players and boost fan engagement. But this condensed format hasn't gone uncriticized. Some players and purists argue it devalues the traditional Grand Slam experience. The Times. Wikipedia. Gauff is among those watching from the sidelines, respecting the experiment but choosing to preserve her singular focus. 4. Emotional intelligence. Gauff knows herself. Across all of this, one constant emerges. Coco Gauff knows what she wants. Jessica Pegula lauded her growth, saying, she's now much more sure of herself and knows what she wants. Hola, USA. This isn't a passive choice. It's a powerful statement of self-awareness. Gauff is no longer chasing everything at once. She's choosing the battles that align with her long-term vision. 5. The ripple effects. What this means for tennis. For the sport. Mixed doubles is evolving, becoming more spectacle-driven, with financial incentives, but perhaps less traditional. Players like Gauff may opt out, especially when scheduling, mental energy, and sponsorship logistics conflict with added events. For fans, expect star participation to hinge not just on format and money, but also on strategic alignment with players' broader goals. Gauff's choice underscores the realities of modern tennis, where competition, branding, self-care, and mental clarity must be balanced. For Gauff, this is part of a broader shift toward preserving peak performance in singles, her fastest lane to legacy. It hints that if mixed doubles comes later, when time allows, she might be open, but only when it doesn't compromise her core campaign. Conclusion: a masterclass in self-prioritization. Coco Gauff skipping the 2025 U.S. Open mixed doubles is not a snub. It's a masterful assertion of her priorities. It showcases maturity, a refined understanding of her mental and physical limits, and a courageous focus on long-term success. She's not ignoring doubles. She's just making sure doubles don't overshadow her main quest. Let me know if you'd like this unpacked into a shorter piece, or turned into an article or op-ed.